JENergy! Put in your booby rocks. Live your best life. Keep doing you. So much JENergy! 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 Let's stick together with some high kicks. Wow! Wow! Okay, hey everybody! That was the spiritual meditation drum here today. It's here in spirit because I forgot. Welcome to So Much JENergy. I'm your host, Jenny McKinney, and I'm here with two fun little nuggets. One may spontaneously combust at any time, so hang in there. The other one is Jeff Jones. Yay for Jeff Jones. Here he is. He's back.
Jen, thanks for having me.
And our little spontaneous combustion buddy here, Zakary Haines.
Heyo.
I only say that because he was having some lighting issues and it was looking like he was going to possibly explode at any moment. Or it looked like he had a pancake on his face, and we were laughing. It was
nice.
Yeah, I need to get a better webcam.
It's okay. I forgot mine today too. It happens. We're all just doing the best we can with what we have.
Yep. Poor lighting. That's what I'm dealing with today.
Right. Nice. Right. So I'm actually in South Carolina for a class this weekend. And yesterday I had my outfit. So I have a sweater and a dress. And I thought, oh my gosh, I didn't bring my tights or my pants. And I either have to run to Walgreens and buy, 30 pairs of sunglasses for everybody because I don't have any way to cover up my legs, or I need to get some pants. So I thought, let me just go to Walgreens because they have clothes. And I bought a pair of pants at Walgreens. So I just wanted to share, if you are in a pinch, Walgreens has clothes and they can cover up your legs so you don't, blind people.
Nice. Nice. Speaking of clothes, here's a sentence I heard at work this week. I had a guy walk through the shop and I go, "Hey, Brandon, it's nice out." And he's like, "Yeah, it's so nice out. I'm getting my zipper shorts out after work." The next day he came into work with his pants that can unzip into shorts.
Oh,
Zipper shorts.
Zipper shorts.
Called them zipper shorts.
I do remember
so nice,
those.
He's getting his zipper shorts out.
Do you remember losing like one of the bottoms though, and then you're just
It's like that, I feel, with a liner and a coat. I always get excited when I have a coat that the liner comes out of, but as soon as I take that liner out, it's never going back.
It's gone.
It's
gone.
Yeah. Or you lose the coat and you find the liner, and then you're just wearing the liner around.
Then you're just like wearing your insides on your outside.
Everyone's trying to make a statement.
They're like, wow, is that a windbreaker or what's happening over there? Is that new? No, it's the liner.
No, it's the liner.
Nice.
What state are you in, Zakary?
I'm in New York, so I'm not near the city. I'm in what most people would call upstate New York, unless you don't know geography. Then you think I'm Canadian, so A.
Oh,
I get that a lot. We were Jeff Jones is in Michigan, and I'm from Michigan, and then moved to Tennessee. So, yeah.
Nice.
A lot of people are like, are you all from Canada? I'm like, no, I'm not from Canada.
If I was from Canada, I wouldn't be here right now. I would be just fine with my Tim Hortons and hockey and maple syrup and healthcare. It would have been fine. Tim's cup.
So Jeff Jones just held up his Tim's cup. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
we would laugh so hard. We would get like the little donut balls and we would call them Tim's balls.
Tim balls.
Yes.
We've said those Tim balls.
Yes. They're Timbits. That's right.
Timbits.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. Some of the sound.
Yeah, real quick, I wanted to talk about this news article I'd come across.
Okay.
This guy had taken a picture off of the English coast. I'm going to show you this picture real quick here.
Okay.
See if you can see that. It appears to be that there is a ship hovering. It's a giant barge. I don't know if you can see that.
Okay.
See if I hold it back here.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's a giant. It's a giant barge that he photographed hovering above the water. just off of an English coast.
Yeah.
And come to find out that it's an optical illusion called a superior illusion. Let me look. It was filmed off the seawall of the village of Cornwall in southwest England. You see a giant ship seemingly suspended in midair over the water. It's meteorologist guy David Morris captured it on his camera, and it looks like it's levitating. It's called a superior mirage. A superior mirage occurs because the weather condition known as a temperature inversion, where cold air lies close to the sea with the warmer air above it.
Yeah.
And since the cold air is denser, it bends the light towards the eye of someone standing on the ground or the coast, changing how the objects appear in the distance.
So
But
it's
the guy was
just
actually
like an illusion, but he
it's an
caught it
optical
on the
illusion.
camera.
Yeah, but for some reason, it's an illusion that it's supposed to occur to the human eye because of the way our eyes are. But he was able to capture it on a camera. I just wish I could show you on the TV wish I could show you a better picture. I mean, that's like
Yeah.
a barge,
Right.
but it's actually it's way out in the distance, and it just the way the light bends reflects the skylight off of the water, and it makes the sky look longer than it is.
Okay.
So it makes the water look like it's dipping off in the horizon quicker than it is.
Whoa.
I know, it's crazy.
It's so crazy too. How can the camera catch it if that's really just it's something in our eye?
I don't
Right.
know. Yeah, that's just that. I don't know. I thought that was crazy this week. Also, this week in work, we had to every couple of years we have to update our CPR training.
Yes. Oh man.
So
Oh my god.
we had a CPR training class, which was just to update my CPR stuff.
Yeah.
And we get in there, and I knew two of the guys. There's maybe a dozen, 14 maybe of us in there. And two of the guys were from my department, so I knew it was going to be a good time. But I had this guy sitting at my table who I'd never met. And we get in there, we had to stand up, say our name, our department, something about ourselves.
Okay.
And I introduced my CPR dummy as Ted, who was a drifter I'd picked up on my way to this class this morning. Torso Ted. So I kept referring to him all day as Torso Ted. And just I don't know, the amount of just goofiness in this class was ridiculous. The teacher called me up for demonstration. I go up there, and he's like, all right, well, can you just lay on the floor and you're conscious, but you don't know what's wrong, abdomen problems. I'm like, all right, so I lay on the floor, and he comes in, and we reenact like a situation that you would come across at a workplace,
Right.
I'm laying on the ground, and he comes over, and he's like, all right, you can see, Jeff's conscious. He's like, Jeff, what happened? I said, I don't know. I feel like it's an allergy. He's like, an allergen. He's like, all right, we got an allergy problem. He's like, I go, I feel like my stomach's all tight. I go, I feel like I'm really backed up. And he's like, all right, do you know what you're allergic to? I told him artificial chocolate. I told him I went by Dunkin' Donuts and I got one of their chocolate donuts, and it was no good, and it's turning over in my stomach.
Probably because you were cheating on Tim's.
Right.
That's what you get.
Right.
So then we end up having fast forward, go to break, come back from break, and he needs, he calls upon me to volunteer again. And this time he said, I'm having chest pains, and he comes across me having chest pains. And so I come stumbling over, and I'm holding my chest, and he's like, all right. He's like, oh, what's wrong? What's wrong? I said, there was like 4 ninjas. I said, I think there may have been up to 21 of them. I said, I was able to take out the first 7. I said, but I'm having chest pains in 3 different spots in my chest. And he's like, all right, lay down. He lays me down. He, gestures that he's tearing open my shirt to see it, and he's like, all right. He's like, what do I see? I said, I took 3 Chinese stars to the chest. Got internal bleeding. One of them caught me with his nunchucks. I think I'm bleeding out in the back. Oh yeah, I ended up going unconscious after that. He lost me. Then this guy at the table I shared the table with was just killing it the whole time, cracking me up with his laugh. This guy had a goofy ass laugh.
Yeah.
And so we had to partner off. And so him and I, partner off. And I come across him. He has a cut on his wrist. I bandage him up. We're good to go. We swap roles. Hang on, I got stuff popping up here. I swap roles. And so I stand up. All right. So I stand up, and he's like, all right, what's the problem? I said, I got stabbed on my upper inner thigh. I said, I think I need you to bandage it. He's like, all right, what? On your what? I said, I'm holding like right up next to my crotch. And he's like, all right, what were you stabbed with? I said, poisonous snake. You're gonna have to get the venom out. Oh my God. We were dying in this class though.
Oh,
Oh man, but we had to be in there for all day, so it made it at least worth it.
you
Yeah.
might as well.
Right.
Yep. Teacher
What?
told me. Teacher
Oh.
told me thanks for being in this class. He wish you could have me in there every week.
Oh, where you're like, hey man, I'm
I said, hey,
for
yeah.
hire.
I said, hey, we got to be in here 6 hours. Doesn't have to feel like it.
Right. Can you tell about the baby part?
What about the abandoned baby?
part?
Yeah, we had to do CPR on a baby. So I come across a downed infant, and it was supposed to be my partner, the guy I paired off with, him and his child who had an issue or was choking on something.
Okay.
But my partner, like as I walked up, he walked over to like see another group of people. And so the teacher's like, what's going on here? I said, I come across this abandoned baby. I go, I don't know what his problem is. I said, I just woke it up. It's fine. I said, I got it back to, it's coherent. I said, but it's just abandoned. I said, I think it's Ted's, the torso. I didn't get this. Oh, the abandoned baby. I just kept referring to it as the abandoned baby after that.
Were you screaming too? Like it would work out better if you knew its name?
Yeah, I kept calling it baby. Baby, what's your name, baby? The whole time I just kept calling it baby.
Oh my gosh. Now, super secret side note too, like was it 2 years ago? Jeff Jones actually saved a choking baby. Like for real, in real life. That really happened. Just happened to be in a random spot back behind a building. Car pulls off. Was the baby choking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it was unconscious, but I got it going.
Yeah. Yeah, so he really and it wasn't just a coincidence that he happened to be in that spot where the lady had pulled off and he really did save a baby. So CPR is serious and but we're just sharing the fun aspect of the class. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. But Jeff Jones is a lifesaver in real life. So yes. I'm gonna throw that out there because I have a new book coming out and we need to give Jeff Jones some accolades at the same time.
You trying to get me back in mom and dad's good graces?
Yeah, I sent him a text this week and I said, hey, Jeff Jones, my new book's coming out soon. Guess I'm going to get another notch in the wheel. Going to have another adjustment in the wheel.
Another addendum.
I get 100 of Dad's tools instead of 98 now.
Ooh. I know. He's already given you both sheds. He said, I get whatever's in the cubby under the stairs.
Ooh.
That's where I'm at.
Risky.
Which is still more than the other child.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Nice.
Zachary,
nice.
Do you have what size family do you come from?
I have a pretty large family.
Do you?
Yeah. I would say it's a rather large family. It's not the biggest it could be, but it's bigger than the average. So
okay. Gotcha.
So like I have to clarify what side, who I'm talking to, what,
gotcha.
How closely related I am, especially because I don't always talk about my family. So when I bring up a new family member, my friends are like, wait, when did you mention so and so? How many episodes am I behind? Did you introduce a new character? What arc are we in now?
Right.
Nice.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah. So Zach comes to us from Fun Podcast. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your podcast and how you came up with it? And I'll throw some interjection notes in there.
Interjection? So where I object, wait a minute, this is mine. No, so I come from the poorly written podcast. That is the joke about it.
Right. Yeah. So if you hold there, so before the show, Jeff Jones and I were talking about having Zach on, and in the poorly written podcast, and Jeff Jones was wondering, am I just being judgmental or
it
is
seems
it
harsh?
No, he's like, well, you're being kind of rude. I was like, no, that's what it's called. Okay, yes. So go ahead. Oh.
Wanted to mention that because I think that's the first time someone's told me. It's like, no, I got it.
Yeah.
There's layers to this. It's layers.
All right. Oh, good times. Good times.
It's a comedy-based podcast. We do general interests or interviews and stuff like that. So we've had interviews with people with different backgrounds. We've done stand-up comedians. We've also done adult entertainment. We've done sports multiple times. Also cover current events. So we talk about basically anything that we want to, which is great. I mean, there's a lot of versatility in that.
Awesome. Nice. What's been your favorite episode?
Oh no.
Oh, or
This is
just
the
one that you thought was the funnest.
this is an age-old question. It's like, which one's your favorite? It's like,
Yeah.
well, I like them all equally. I don't
Right.
rank them. I have to protect my
Well,
my
who was
episode.
what was the funnest one that
We
you
we've had some really good ones,
okay.
like the ones that were absolutely good. There's one that we did, and it was kind of like a follow-up to the Black Lives Matter episode that we did. It was called Canceling Confederates, and everybody keeps talking about that one.
Okay.
We also, when we did the adult entertainment, we talked to someone who does adult entertainment. I called it Wow, Awesome Podcast as the title. So I just spelled out WAP. And I'm like, this is a stupid dad pun, but she was like,
Right.
no, this is great. Run with this title for this episode. And then she was a guest spot on it. So I'm like, all right.
Okay.
But we've done some really good stuff recently. We talked about beefs with other podcasts and stuff, or just genres of podcasts, because
Yeah.
once in a while you got to rattle the cage a little bit and get people fired up.
Yeah.
But we got some fun stuff planned. I'm more excited for the stuff that we got planned coming up later in the year. So
Awesome.
Nice.
That's so great. And do you do comedy yourself, or do you just like to laugh?
so the interesting thing is that I did a series in college. I ran a comedy like web series called Acting Out.
Okay.
So it was like comedy sketches and stuff. So like comedy has been kind of in there
Gotcha.
already. This
Yeah.
was kind of like, hey, I want to do a podcast after college, and people were like, I don't know. And then pandemic came, and it's like, all right, what are we doing now?
Yeah.
I know you ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Right.
How to Trap Your Friends 101. Get them involved in our podcast. That's how you talk to them every week.
Right. Yeah. I think it's pretty fun since we've been doing the podcast. I think it's hilarious, like all the funny things that we look for during the week, or funny things to talk about, or just, situations, like even with CPR, it's so funny that Jeff Jones can share it with me, and then we can just share other funny stories, with everybody else. So that's what I love about podcasting.
Yeah, I mean that's a big thing. It's like to be able to have good chemistry and good banter. It's like
Yeah.
it's not as valued as like having a working mic and camera and stuff like that. So
Right, right. And just somebody too that a lot of times, like, well, Jeff Jones and I don't talk about a lot of stuff before the show. If it's, funny stories and stuff that we've said, oh, we're gonna mention this. But a lot of times the best shows we've ever had are not even anything that we talked about, and we just were rolling with it, and it was just like back and forth, back and forth. It was like amazing tennis match in our jokes.
that's why I always hit record right away, capture it all.
Yes.
That's why the season started the pre-show bits, because we would talk for like half an hour before we actually started.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
It's like let me just record this, and then I have content for social media.
Yeah, I love that.
Double dip. We get to have our conversations, but just know that I'm going to use it elsewhere.
Right. Yeah. Little snippets. Little Zach bits there.
Little bits. I like bacon
Tim's.
bits just a little bit.
Little mini bits. All right. Well, I think we're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we are going to play a fun little game show.
You guessed it. Explosive diarrhea. We all deal with it, but no longer. Use the suppository that doctors, hospitals, and pharmacists have come back to again and again. Wham Jam. That's Wham Jam, the super soft, oversized suppository for men and women. Clinically proven and guaranteed freshness for up to 48 consecutive hours of use. So remember, when explosive diarrhea leaves you feeling not so fresh, reach for Wham Jam suppository again and again. Wham Jam. Look for them in your grocer's freezer.
Why is it in the freezer?
Oh, because it
Not
shrinks
sure.
probably, right?
Yeah, I'm not
Because
sure.
Because then it's got to thaw out and then explode? Or like,
Wham Jam.
We won't know until we grab it.
it's a secret. It's a surprise. Kind of like Zachary's lighting. It's a surprise.
You don't know what it's gonna do. You know what's supposed to do.
Oh man. Okay. All right, good times with Jeff Jones and that commercial. God, every week it's something. Just can't even keep it together. Okay, what kind of game show do you have for us today?
All right, Jen, I have a game for you guys. It's called Noun and Again. All right, we're going to start off. The game is basically 3 different nouns. First, I'll place your thing. I'm gonna
Okay.
need you up to 10 clues on what this thing is.
Okay.
You can throw out your answer at any time, but you can only guess once. And if you wait long enough, you eventually, by the end, you're going to get it.
Okay.
So it's a matter of waiting. And I will keep score.
Okay, perfect, because I don't have anything to write on.
I don't either. So.
All right.
It's Sunday. It's like almost 10:30. I can't legally write until afternoon. So.
Okay, good. Gotcha.
All right. I will tell you guys the first thing is a person, noun and again.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to start reading the clues. I am a famous character. I am known worldwide. I always stand in a prominent position. I debuted in Macy's 1966 Thanksgiving Day Parade. Willard Scott played me in my first commercial in 1963. Children love me. I have red hair, lips.
Ronald McDonald.
Ronald McDonald.
Oh!
Nice.
I heard Willard Scott, and I'm
Yes.
like, why is that from a red hair? And I'm like, it's Ronald McDonald.
Yep. Oh, another thing I wanted to mention is all of the people or the characters are all not real people or like characters.
They're characters. They're real, but they're characters.
real,
Okay.
but they're characters.
Gotcha.
All right.
Okay. Cool.
All right,
cool.
Zach, good one. You get
Good
to pick
job.
person, place, or thing.
Let's do place.
Oh,
All right.
I'm okay at geography. We'll figure
All
it
right.
out.
Okay.
I am a natural wonder. About 12 million tourists visit me every year. Roll out the barrel has a separate meaning here.
Niagara Falls.
Niagara Falls.
Ooh. So being in upstate New York helps with that because they tell legends of like Niagara
Okay.
Falls. So
Okay, good.
never
Okay, good
been.
job.
I'm jealous. My brother and sister have been. I've never been. I'm
We
jealous.
have a lot of family and friends that have been. I've never been. Have you been, Jeff Jones?
Nope, never been to Niagara Falls.
No. Okay.
Gotta go once.
Nice. 2-0.
Okay.
All right, Zach, person, place, or thing.
Let's go back to person.
All right. I am a TV character from the 1980s. I lived with a family, but always avoided house guests. I loved to chase Lucky, the cat.
Elf.
Elf.
Ah.
I wasn't expecting you to get it that quick.
I thought it was him right at the beginning because he hated when people came.
Yeah. Remember Gordon Shumway?
That was a show I really didn't get to watch a lot. I watched
So
like
sad.
one episode. So
Our
it's
dad
like,
loved it, and so
Yeah.
every time it was on, he would just crack up.
Nice.
Yeah.
1-2. Jen, person, place, or thing.
Okay, I'll do thing.
All right. What am I?
Okay.
I am a type of a fastener. Walter Hunt invented me in 1849. I am small but effective. I am usually made of metal.
Paperclip.
No.
Just kidding.
For a while, kids put beads on me to make jewelry. I hold extra buttons onto new clothing items. I used to be a boon to new parents. Disposable diapers brought about my decline.
oh, what is it?
I can
Safety
be-
pin?
Safety pin.
Oh,
Ah,
good job.
I had to think. I'm like, you said
Yeah.
fastener, and I'm thinking like nuts and bolts or
That's
like
funny.
washers, but like I'm like,
Nice.
that's not right.
I realized that after he said beads on them. Remember, we just used to put beads on safety pins for no reason.
Put
So
them on
dumb.
your coat.
And then
Put 'em
pin
on
your
coat.
pin your little elementary note to the teacher on your car.
Yep. Or put them onto the side of your Chuck Taylors.
Just pin them to yourself. Why are you late? Well, it's right here actually. If you read
Yeah,
down here, it
actually.
tells you why.
Yes.
All right.
Safety
Person,
pin.
place,
okay.
or thing.
Let's do place again.
Okay.
All right. I am a tourist attraction. I am on an island. In the American Civil War, I was a military barracks. My name means pelican in Spanish. In 1933, I became a federal penitentiary. I have been the setting for many movies.
Alcatraz?
Alcatraz.
Yes, I could see it. I've actually seen it, literally from the San Francisco Pier. I've seen it. I haven't been there.
I've toured it. I've toured Alcatraz.
I haven't even. The furthest west I've been is West Virginia, so I haven't even made it to the West Coast.
Oh yeah.
West Virginia.
Mama.
All right.
How was the tour there?
Oh, it was good. It was this was in like 99. It was an audio tour. So you walked through and you paid like $3. You paid like maybe the whole thing was a lot cheaper than I was anticipating. I think at the time we paid $11 to go from Fisherman's Wharf over to Alcatraz.
Yeah.
And then once we were there, I think we paid $7 to tour it, and then $3, and they gave us a Walkman with a cassette, and you start on like the yellow dot, hit play.
Yeah.
And then you take your own audio tour. So it was sweet because I was taking a tour through Alcatraz by myself, and it had like cool background noises and stuff. And it was a good time. And the whole thing only cost us like $20, like to get over there, do the tour and come back.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm sure if you can even do it now, it's probably more expensive.
Yeah.
But this was in like 98, 99.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay.
All right. 4-1. Zach.
I guess that's thing.
Thing.
Sorry, I was laughing at my score.
Yeah.
Lame.
I am an enigmatic wonder. I am very colorful. Many songs have been written about me. Kermit wonders what's on the other side of me.
What's a rainbow?
With the Zach, he was quick.
He was. I was going to say it after the enigmatic whatever. I'm like, it's a rainbow, but I had to wait.
Gotta figure it out.
I gotta make sure because I only get one chance.
All right, 5-1.
Okay.
All right, Zach, person, place, or thing.
Let's do person again.
All right.
These characters are pretty cool.
So far, so good.
Yeah.
All right. I am a comic strip character. I am also featured in movies. I was introduced to the world in 1950.
Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown.
I
was waiting. I'm like, I just have to say it. I can't lose anything, right?
All right, Jen. We got 3 more. Person, place, or thing.
Okay. Let's do another person.
All right.
Like the little character buddies.
All right. I am a fictional movie character. I was left behind when my friends returned home. I was chased by government officials. Lost and homesick, I befriended a 10-year-old boy. He hid me and tried to find a way for me to get home.
Who?
I am from another planet.
Who's E.T.?
E.T.
Oh! Yes! I was so I don't know. I was in like.
I'm from another planet. I'm like, it's gotta be E.T. 10-year-old boy.
Hell yeah!
Oh, nice. All right. Place or thing?
Let's do place.
All right. Oh, hang on. All right. I am a famous tourist attraction. I feel like they've all started.
Natural wonder tourist attraction. I mean, what's the difference at this point?
Same.
I look like a construction site. You can see the entire capital city from my top. I was finished in 1889. When unveiled, my looks were controversial. I am synonymous with romance. I am over 1,000 feet tall.
Eiffel Tower.
Eiffel Tower.
Oh.
Yeah, I was thinking
of the president's heads.
No, I'm like, you said 1889. I'm like, well, it's not the Washington Monument.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the Washington Monument. It's not. There's nothing romantic about it. It's a big white tower in the middle of DC.
All right, last one.
Okay.
Let's do thing. Round it out.
All right. 7-2 on the score.
I'm gonna get it.
We'll see.
Okay.
We'll make this one worth double the points.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, win.
I am a piece of clothing. I have a special kind for sports. I am difficult to get off in a hurry.
Spandex?
No.
Jockstrap.
No.
Ah.
All right, we'll keep going. You
So
guys can
we're-
guess again.
I was
Okay.
about to ask.
I am one, but also two. I've always been abreast for fashion.
Sports bra.
Bra.
Okay.
There you go.
All right, we'll give you double points, John. 4-7.
4-7.
Zach wins.
Okay, well, my feeling on contests and competitions is that you don't need that to know that you're a winner. But
No,
Zach, we'll
yeah.
give it to you. You're a winner. You're a winner, Zach.
Yay.
Nice.
Very nice.
That was super fun. Okay, do you want to go to another commercial break?
Yep, that's fine.
Okay.
This episode of So Much JENergy is brought to you by the smell of sweet justice. The other day, I was on my way home from work. I tend to drive 9 miles an hour over everywhere. Next thing I know, this guy is right up on me. He honks and jukes over to the left. He goes around me and speeds off into the distance. I have bald tires. I'm not trying to push that envelope. I carry on with my adventure home when all of a sudden I see that same turkey pulled over. All I can do is honk and drive by. Honk, honk, honk. Sweet justice. Now back to the show.
Started off as a fragrance commercial. Sweet justice.
Oh my gosh. Sweet justice. What did you say? It was the sister or was the brother to
Street justice.
Oh my gosh, too funny, too funny.
Nice.
Awesome. Well, you have some pep in your step this week, Jeff Jones.
You know, Jen, I do. Maybe about 4 or 5 days ago, my wife showed me a video online. And it's spiraled from there.
Oh,
This video, she showed me a video of people in Michigan doing what's called belt sander racing. And
okay.
it's where they take 2 belt sanders and they put them side by side and they plug them into a strip. And when they flip the power to the strip, the belt sanders take off down a track and they're
Okay.
racing belt sanders.
Oh,
Here,
okay.
I have a quick video of at least one of them so you can see what I'm talking about. This is
Okay.
intense. This is just belt sander racing.
Oh,
Hang
my
on 1
gosh.
second.
I've never heard of this, and I'm very excited right
I've
now.
heard of it before. It's been a while.
Oh.
You dug up some
Yeah.
deep memory from
Oh.
the early 2010s.
Okay.
All right, check out these.
here we
There's
go.
2 belt sanders. This guy has frilly stuff hanging.
Oh,
They
he's got
decorate.
fringe.
Oh yeah, they decorate them. Chow.
Oh. I guess the frilly worked because that was
Dang.
shot through.
Look at, but sometimes it comes down to what grit paper you have on,
Okay.
Mhm.
is and what kind of electrical tape and how much you use to hold your extension cord on.
Oh, okay.
Hang
All
on.
right.
These people get it. I mean,
Look. Whoa.
these are fast. I wish
Whoa.
they'd show them. Let me see if I'm trying to get it to where they'll show them from the side.
Yeah.
These things haul.
Yeah.
And it reminds me, I had an assistant
Oh,
like probably about 15 years ago in the shop, and we used to race tape measures across the workbench.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
pull them back, and then we'd
Oh.
hold them with our ruler and lift the ruler. Look at there they go. Oh, that guy petered out.
Oh, man.
They're still going.
Did
Ah,
anyone
that's
lose
gotta
a
be-
finger on a ruler race?
Well, you hold your ruler there, and then when you lift the ruler, the tape measures retract, pull themselves across the bench.
Okay.
And we'd race tape measures that way. And eventually, my assistant found like a dollar store tape measure that just
Mhm.
was unbeatable. It was just unbeatable.
Dang.
Yeah.
Did you ever write to
Good
them?
job.
You should have. I feel like if somebody's winning something with just an everyday item, you should write to that company and let them know what you have experienced, and then they may, who knows? What if you're like on a
just-
commercial or get something
The
for
tape
free?
measure he had that ended up dominating was so dollar store that it probably didn't even have a brand.
Probably did.
Oh.
It's probably generic.
It was like,
the
yeah.
Same people also probably make like, hand cream and whatnot.
It was just a leftover spare parts from something. Oh my gosh.
Pretty much.
Well, that's funny.
Yep.
So did you
Yep,
find
Zach,
anything else after belt sanders? Or you just were
No,
stuck
I've
on
just
that
been
for a while?
finding, yeah, and they go, there's like small, like 20-minute documentaries on just festivals of belt sanders, where like
Oh,
they go through the pits and you see the people's belt sander and they're talking about it and talking about the grit, talking about you can't modify the engines or the motors, you know what I mean?
okay.
But it is ridiculous, and just like their method for taping the cord to each other so that the cord doesn't come unplugged,
Yeah.
and just oh yeah,
Oh my
oh
god.
yeah. It's too much.
They're in deep. They're in deep. We're on the
That's
outside looking in, and we're like, what is going on
yeah.
over
What is
there? And they're
I
like,
happening?
know,
And
but
they're
man, a lot of them are in Michigan, so now I got to try to find one of these groups because I have 3 belt sanders, and you better believe me, when the weather breaks here, I'm gonna find which one of mine are the fastest, and I'm gonna go there and put some money down.
yeah.
I mean,
So
the illegal,
yeah.
the underground world of sand
belt
Right.
sanding,
belt
Jeff,
sanding
belt
racing.
racing.
Can you imagine being
I
a
don't
belt
know.
sander
I could see me
champion?
going to. I know I'm gonna have to go to work and challenge some carpenters there or something. I could, I'm gonna probably
Right.
get my own background ring going at work. Probably make a couple bucks on
Can
lunch.
you
I don't know.
There
imagine,
you
like,
go.
hey, we're going to underground belt. I said cell bander. I'm wasted.
Belt sander racing is intense, though. It
So
is
bander.
Cell
Even
bander.
more intense version.
Right. That's when you
Yep.
get too much
Nice.
too much sawdust in your mouth. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All
Yep.
right.
Got anything putting pep in your step, Zach?
I mean, for this week, I mean, it's just another week at this point. I mean, I got to go to work later. I work in broadcast news. So yesterday, our meteorologist gave me a shout out during the show
Oh.
because he'll make jokes like it's the weekend. So we like to have fun on the weekend. So like
Yeah.
we'll play music before we go on the broadcast or whatever. It's always weird to play like one of my favorite songs and then be like, and today 20 people died of COVID. It's like just switch. It's
Yeah.
like,
Right.
but
Right.
then yesterday he made a joke about I forgot what the song was, but I just did a little dance. So he's like, I see you, Zach. I see you. He said it on air. And I'm like, oh shoot. I'm like, oh shoot. But it was so funny.
Nice.
Has there been any time where like you guys are just laughing so hard you can't get it together?
Oh, that's not that's not really. We're professionals, so it's just like
Oh.
we
Okay.
can be talking of it. It's just like we got 5 seconds. I'm like, oh yeah, we should probably do this. I mean,
Oh.
people
I-
need to know about the stuff that's going on.
Yeah. I feel
During
like there would
breaks
be.
too.
Yeah.
You hear a lot of commentary when you work behind the scenes like I do. Like you hear like you get to know these people, talk with these people. It's no different than like working in an office space
Right.
instead of like meeting at the water, the water, what am I
Cooler?
I can't water cooler,
Yeah.
you're just like I'm behind the camera and like we're in break and then they're like, so yeah, so what are we doing next? Blah blah blah, whatever. And then we just get back to what we were talking to like 6
Yeah.
minutes ago.
You have to like pause each story and then pick back up, but you've had like 52 conversations around like 5 subjects.
Basically, it's like
Yeah.
it starts out during the day, then during the show, it's like sometimes we'll talk about like a weird package or something. It's like, did you see that too? So between like packages and breaks and stuff, I'm like, we're always talking. We have to talk
Right.
as communicators. We have to talk. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
so we've had some
Communicator.
fun stuff too with communicators.
Yeah. Communicator.
So we've had some fun stuff. There's always fun conversations happen in between. If you don't think it happens at your local station, you're probably wrong.
Right.
Right. Ours cracks us up because the morning news guy is always like this, and I call him Squints in the morning because he's always just squinting because I think it's just too damn early for him. Yeah.
We have a weather guy here that the wife and the kids just wait, especially in the winter, they're waiting to see if school's canceled and stuff. And this
Yeah.
guy, he hams it up. This guy he comes in, he is on the news at like 6 a.m. Like he is still out from the night before. Like he has got a second wind and he has not been to bed yet.
Oh my
And this guy,
gosh.
he hams it up. There's plenty of times where I come home and the wife or the kid are like, you got it, and they'll pull it up on YouTube or on the
Yeah.
news channel, like, you've got to see him this morning. And like he'll grab a hold of the boom mic and like start trapezing like across the camera back and forth, like in front of the camera, like while he's like giving the news.
Yeah.
It is
Too
It's
much.
something about
He's like,
meteorologists.
it's 6:00 in the morning. Who's watching this?
That's what I mean. And I feel like there's no way he woke up and he's that awake. That's
Yeah.
why I feel like he's still out from last night.
He's got like glitter on
gotta
his
be.
shoulder. Yeah. Oh
It's like,
my-
okay, so looking at your temps for today,
Yeah.
we're expecting somewhere near in the mid 40s to high 50. Get off me. And it's like, what's this? Oh, this is the
It's a
spilled drink.
Yeah, green screen glitter.
He's got like
yeah.
spilled drink and a cigarette burn on him.
You just see it on his hand. So over here, oh no,
Right. Oh my
Good
god.
stand from the bar last night, so you could see here. It's like, what happened? It's like,
Yeah. Awesome.
Nice. You got any pep in your step, Jen?
Yeah, so I'm doing a women's summit on Monday, and I have over 1,000 people registered for my talk.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh.
What are you gonna talk about?
Laughter through mindset. So talking about how, when you
Nice.
change your mindset, then you can get to your laughter. Like maybe you can't find your laugh, and then, just about. But I do mindset and story forms, so I don't want to, bore
Right.
people and be like, oh, mindset, great.
Right.
Yeah.
I hear you. Talk
Yeah.
about what you know.
Yeah. And plus, like, I'm a laughing expert, so I feel like I'm good at that. And then we're going to do a little laughing meditation at the end. And they'll be like, whoa, that was great.
Nice. Hell yeah.
There you
I
go.
think they're going to be like that. I'm putting that out there for them to be like that.
Nice.
You
When do
know,
you have to
if-
do that?
Yeah, I mean, if one person walks away with a better laughing mindset, then
Right.
that's all it is,
That's
right?
it. Yeah. So Monday, well, by the time this is out, it would have already happened, but it's Monday at 11:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern Standard.
Eastern Standard.
Eastern Standard.
Yeah,
that could be one. It's like introducing the new time standard. It's like whenever
Eastern
standard.
Standard Time. Uh-huh.
Oh man.
Yeah. So well, thanks again so much for Zach. Where can people find you if they want to reach out, if they're interested in your podcast or you or what's going on? Because you
Oh,
you
boy.
are a
I'm
winner.
pulling up the cheat sheet right
Okay.
now. Generally, all of our stuff is on the poorlywrittenpodcast.com. So it has everything. And I mean everything.
Perfect.
You can even listen to the podcast version of the show on the website because I'm smart. I am smarter
Cool.
than the average bear, so I figured it out. But it's got everything, where to find the streaming platforms, what social medias we're on, which is Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. We got 4 going on now
Right.
instead of 3.
Yeah.
We're on YouTube as well, the poorlywrittenpodcast.com. Find us there, find the video episodes that we do on there, and subscribe. We do all sorts of great stuff. Like one of my favorite things that I started for our second season was Debate Mondays. So we ask people like questions like, how do you like
Cool.
your fries, or how do you hold your coffee mugs? Like, get rid of one of these favorite Nickelodeon shows. So it's like
Oh.
SpongeBob, Fairly Odd Parents, Jimmy Neutron, Danny Phantom. Like, get rid of one, and people are like, I hate you for this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, that's too bad. I need content, so hurry up.
Right.
You remember that show on Nickelodeon? You can't do that on television?
Yes. Yes. It's Zach's a little too young for that.
Might be, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
probably a little
That was
Anytime
like
they
it-
said, I don't know, they'd get slime dumped on them.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't know. They'd always ask each other questions. Somebody'd be like, I don't know. The
Oh,
slime comes in.
like, oh.
I have to look that up now.
You should check it out. It's pretty good. It's good little times.
Groundbreaking.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. Well, thanks so much, Zach. It was super fun to meet you, and we'll definitely keep in touch. And yeah, we will talk again soon. I'm sure we'll keep it. We'll stay on the up and up.
All right.
Nice. Thanks for being on.
Yeah. Okay. See you next week.